I am an old guy. I really, and it makes a difference. And the thing about getting old, people bitch about getting old, but you know what? It's really not so bad because you can just stop giving a shit. No, it's really good. You don't have to comb your hair in the morning, do you, sir? Well, yeah, there you go. What hair? Yeah. No, you don't, because nobody cares. If I don't wash it, nobody cares. It's great. You know, there's some little annoyances, minor annoyances, like hair on the end of my nose. I have no idea what evolutionary purpose I could possibly serve. It's occurred to me, though, maybe men were supposed to go hunting for truffles, you know? Hair on the outside of my ears. Again, evolutionarily speaking, the only thing I could come up with was if I'm ever trapped in a dark cave, I can feel my way along the walls with my cilia, my ear hair, you know, and make my way to freedom. So it's actually not bad getting old. I don't mind it. My memory, yeah, it kind of sucks. But that's why I have my notes. I got a book here because, well, there was good news last week, and I want to start, like I was so happy about the news last week. I was just so thrilled. They're making a sequel to The Big Lebowski. Woo! And Bill Murray's going to be in it. Yeah, you know, for real. That's for real. So I do want to talk politics, though. So let's start with what I think is just some absolutely epic trolling on the part of some scientists. They did research on the conservative and the liberal brains, okay? So now the conservative brain apparently reacts more to fear, and apparently this is because they had the amygdala in the conservative brain, which is located like right there, dead in the middle, okay, dead center, and it's shaped like an almond. And it's larger in the conservative brain than in the liberal brain. And we know from watching campaigns of Republicans and conservatives that it's all about fear, right? It's always about fear. Republicans, well, what do they fear? They definitely fear a black president. They fear vaginas. They fear black people with vaginas. They just fear, it's a whole fear thing they got going on. And of course, our prime minister, his campaign, our ex-prime minister, oh, fuck, I love saying that. Let me say that again. Our ex-prime minister, well, that bastard ran on fear, right? He ran on fear, and it was, again, fear of brown people, fear of people in niqabs. And this is a guy, when things were actually going down on Parliament Hill a year ago, when things were actually going down, right? They thought they had some terrorists. It turned out to be like a refugee from a homeless center. But they thought it was terrorism, right? So our prime minister, where was our prime minister? Because he's like bold and brave. He was in the closet. He was hiding in the closet. You can't lead from the closet. There's no leading from the closet. And you know, God bless Canadian MPs, okay? Because I don't believe in God, but bless them anyway. Because you know what they were doing? They were in the flag room. Do you know this? They were in the flag room, and they actually thought there were terrorists out there. So what they thought they would do is they thought they would charge the terrorists with kind of spears that they were going to use, like the flag poles. They were going to take the flags and a charge. Now, really, the fact that this didn't happen is really a shame, because this would have been an epic YouTube video. The charge of the doughy, blue-suited MP's brigade. Can you imagine it? Cannons to the left of them, cannons to the right of them, and onward they went. And that's the thing. It would be cannons, you see, if they were actual terrorists, and they would have flagpoles. Okay? Now, the thing is if somebody's got a gun and you have a flagpole, you're at a distinct disadvantage. You know, but our MPs apparently didn't know this. Anyhow, so that's the thing about the fear thing, though, is that it works. And this is what's really horrible, okay? Because in the regions, now we like to think of this as our little socialist paradise, but in the regions, you get to rural Canada, and it's fucking Alabama out there, okay? Don't forget that. It's Alabama out there, and there were 8 attacks on Muslim women, and what I think should be done is, you know that little book for children, The Country Mouse and the City Mouse? It needs to be rewritten, okay? Because the country mouse is a racist little xenophobe and needs to shut the hell up, because we have a name for those people with the kneecaps and stuff too. We call them our neighbors, and they're fucking that up. Okay? I did enjoy watching Mr. Trudeau I don't really call him Mr. Trudeau. I call him the young Mr. Trudeau. I'm like 59 next month, okay? He's like a kid. He's a lovely kid. And did anybody stay up to watch the speeches? No? Did you? Okay, when he got on stage with his wife, there was real electricity. And I mean, it was hot. They were kissing, and then they would touch their hearts, and they would kiss again, and you could feel it. You could see there was like a look. He gave her a look, and she gave him a look, and that look said, as soon as we're alone, we're fucking. Oh, Canada. So I found it hard, to watch. And it's gotten weird. I was talking about this with one of the contestants, Eric, and the thing is our politics have become extremely tribal. Because if you are a member of the conservative tribe, and you self-identify as a conservative, you will not accept any evidence, it doesn't really matter what it is, on global warming. Because the elders of that particular tribe, it has come on from on high in association with like ExxonMobil, BP, and Shell, that they do not believe in climate change. So there is no amount of evidence that will change their mind. And as far as climate change is concerned, cooler heads will absolutely not prevail. That was a pun. I gotta stop. No, it's just so weird that you have these people, this tribe that refuses to accept facts. And these are generally the kind of people who like to point to other tribes and point out how primitive they are. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you mean they're basing their belief on superstition and not scientific data? Yeah, okay. And I think that the people on this side of trying to get action, get them to take action on climate change or global warming, I think they suck. No, I think they're not good at it. I think all the good PR people are working for the bad guys. They're the same people who were trying to convince us in the 90s that secondhand smoke is like good for you. It makes your breathing audible. It's good. It's like you can hear you breathe now. It's really what is. It's so strange to me. I really don't know what to do about it. Anyway, so I should move on because I'm not sure where that goes. My memory, I told you about that. So the best thing, now have you been enjoying like the weather? We had an extended summer. It lasted through September and into October. It's nice, right? You enjoy it, sir? Yeah. I have friends who are so politically kind of focused and they're kind of crazy, but those are the people I hang out with, that I had friends actually tell me I can't enjoy the warm weather because of its association with climate change. That's like not being able to enjoy marijuana because it's illegal, That makes no sense. And the fact that our new prime minister is going to make it legal makes me really happy because are we all Montrealers, by the way? Everybody here from Montreal? Yeah? Okay. So did you have, it's like hard driving around this city, right? It really is. We put up with so much stuff. This is a city, like we can actually say to our friends and like from other provinces, and it's not just something we're saying, our city is run by the mob. It's actually not just something we say, it's actually run by the mob. We have new traditions in this city. Whenever a new dawn is chosen, you can see colored smoke coming from a burning cafe in St. Leonard. It's a whole other thing. And actually, when Dawn Rizzuto died, the lady at the CBC got on the air and she said, and she did it like this, she goes, "There's gonna be a period of instability in Montreal's local mafia." No one's worried about the corruption, it's the instability, and it's tough to get around. So I gotta tell you, the only way I can drive around this city and not lose my stuff regularly, not be like an angry driver, is if I smoke marijuana first. I drive around high all the time, and you can tell, if you see me driving around, you'll be able to tell that I'm driving high, because you'll see me do things other Montreal drivers don't do. I will come up to a stop sign and then stop. I will let people cross at crosswalks, and I've had people yell out to me, "Where are you from, Ontario?" "No, man, the planet Earth. Have a nice day." I'm a nice person. And they're going to legalize it, and they were campaigning against it. The Tories were really hard, and Rona Ambrose, who was our Minister of Health. Now, she's neither a doctor nor a scientist, but she was playing one in cabinet, right? And she said that, and this is the thing, she said that Canadian kids need to be worried about the marijuana pot. Now, as soon as you say that, the marijuana pot, and you're having a discussion about whether or not to legalize marijuana, and you have just said the marijuana pot, you get moved to the kiddies table so the adults can discuss it. You know, this is grown-up stuff. They also said that marijuana was 300 times more powerful. That we were doing 300 times more powerful than the stuff that I used to smoke, apparently. Anyhow, look, that's not true, okay? Because if it was 300 times more powerful, this part of the show would not be happening. My name's Karl Knox. Good night.